What's up guys, Backyard Brothers. I know it's been a while since we posted a video, but here we are, we're back and it's good to see y'all and I hope you're all doing well. It's 2022 now, which I guess is something to be excited about. Just take it slow. But I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And today we're coming back to you with some really cool content. We're going to be reviewing the Colt Python made by Umarex. And we're super excited to do this review for you, and we'll just give you our honest opinion and go through some specs on it. So let's get started.
So packaging is pretty standard. When you open it, you're obviously going to have the pistol itself, and it's also going to come with a total of 3 rotary mags. You're also going to have your instructions in there as well. It's a good idea to look through the instructions and familiarize yourself with the pistol before you take it out and use it for the first time.
Alright guys, so the first spec for the Colt Python air pistol, we're going to weigh it. We got our handy dandy scale here, so I'm going to put this on. And we are showing 18.9 ounces. So, I mean, that's relatively light. So, I mean, you can carry this with you, you know, out in the woods. It's not going to weigh you down. It's not going to pull you down. And so, yeah, a fairly light gun. I like that, so.
Alright, so let's talk about the trigger. So this air gun has a single action and a double action trigger, just like the real Colt Python, which is really cool. Now the single action, it's a little bit heavy, but it does have a nice crisp break, and so I like that about it a lot. But the double action is a little bit heavy. It's probably around like 10 to 12 pounds. So like I said, a little bit heavy, but not a deal breaker.
Alright guys, so now we're going to move on and talk about the sights on the Colt Python. Not a whole lot to say, just like a normal pistol, fixed front sight and adjustable rear sights. We're going to play around with them a little bit later as we're going to zero in the gun itself. So y'all are just kind of here with us, seeing how we're going to do it as we go. So yeah, that's really all about to say about the sights.
So one thing that the actual Colt Python doesn't have that this air gun does have is this cool feature right here at the base of the hammer. It's a safety, and so you can just, like a safety, flip it on and off, and it holds the hammer there in place so you can't cock it or anything like that. So if you had a CO2 and BBs in here and you wanted to throw it into a pack, you know, and go on a hike or something, you'd be good to go.
Alright guys, so moving on to the grip of the gun. Now I have relatively medium-sized hands, relatively, you know, average, and it feels great in my hand. I really like it. I'm able to reach the trigger. But for somebody with hands on the smaller end, probably not going to be a real comfortable fit. It's a very wide grip and very kind of bulky, so it could be difficult to reach the trigger and just could be kind of difficult to handle overall. But for anybody with medium to larger size hands, it should fit really well.
So now we're going to move on to how to insert your CO2. So in the bottom of your grip, you're going to find a little indentation here, and you're going to pull it up just like that, and your grip's going to pop off. And then all you have to do is drop your CO2 into your little compartment right here, and that leads us to our next really cool feature. That cool feature is one we've never seen in any other air gun before, and it's this little wrench mounted into the grip right here, which you use to tighten the CO2 in. This eliminates having any of those in like a loop or you know, a tab to turn sticking out of the bottom of your grip, which makes it hang on less stuff.
So now we're going to move on to how to load the Colt Python. So first, let's say you've got your magazine in here and you've already shot all the BBs out. So to unload, you're going to take this tab right here on this side, pull it, and then press down. You're going to pop your old magazine out. You're going to take your new loaded magazine and push it back in. And push this little tab up. Your magazine's locked in and you're ready to go. Alright guys, so now that we've covered all the specs, the moment of truth has arrived. We are ready to shoot. Now I'm going to go over how we're going to do this with y'all. We have a target set a distance of 10 meters, and we're going to put a CO2 in, and we're going to take y'all along with us and just show y'all how many shots on average you can get out of one CO2 cartridge and see how long it lasts. So I'm excited, so let's get to it.
Alright guys, so results are in. Shot groups are averaging about 2.5 inches, which isn't bad, but it's definitely not Olympic grade. But just for shooting cans and plinking around, this gun would be perfect. We got about 85 shots out of the CO2 before we started noticing it lowering on the target. So that's pretty good CO2 life. Also, we'll leave a link for this gun in the description, and you can also get extra mags, but it comes with 3 mags just in the box with the gun. So guys, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see y'all again soon. But in the meanwhile, stay safe and be home in time for supper.
Who wants pizza? Call in pizza.
I'll call him pizza if y'all want to call him pizza. I noticed you shake your legs today.
We got single action, we got double action for rapid fire.
I will make a deal. If we can get every take perfect from here until the end, pizza tonight. So now we're going to move on to spec number, I'm sorry.
Keep going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just lost your bag. Go ahead.
Well, you didn't take it.
I told you to set an easier one.
Okay.